Hello and welcome to the third episode of our Uni-verse podcast series, Oxbridge Guide. Today we talk about admissions, tests, essay insights, all you need to know about Cambridge admissions. Today we have with us our esteemed guest, Mr. Rajat Ghosh.
Hello.
He has been mentoring students for more than 2 decades now and has landed students in the top-notch universities, Cambridge, Oxford, Ivy League universities, you name it, we have it. So let's dive straight into it, Rajat. Let's start with an overview of Cambridge University. Could you walk us through how it all began, how it all started, and how it has evolved over the period of time?
Cambridge has, thank you very much. Cambridge has a very interesting history. In fact, a group of scholars from Oxford left Oxford and started Cambridge in the year 1209.
Wow.
So it is again the world's, I think, fourth oldest university.
Right.
Obviously well respected. Right. And just like Oxford, it has evolved over time with multiple strengths and domains for which it is universally known for.
Right.
So yeah, it is counted as one of the best in the world.
Right, right. When it comes to the application process for Cambridge University specifically, where should one start, right? And can you break down the process for us? What are the key factors that the admissions committee look at?
Cambridge is most sought after, sought after as Oxford.
Right.
So just like Oxbridge application, the deadline for applying to undergrad program is the 16th of October.
Right.
And students apply to a wide variety of programs in Cambridge, be it medicine, be it sciences, be it engineering, computer science, math. So obviously one needs to start early and ensure that you have taken care of all the prerequisites well before first week of October. That's what we advise our students to do to ensure that there isn't a last-minute application rush if you're considering Cambridge. So these are certain things, a level of planning needs to be factored in, just like any other application under Oxbridge.
Right. Are there any Cambridge-specific tests that one needs to plan for?
Yes, there are. And there are quite a number of tests depending upon what is that you are majoring in that you would need to write. For example, if you intend to apply for medicine, you would need to write the UCAT, which is the University Clinical Aptitude Test. If you are looking at economics or any numerate subjects in math, you would need to write the TMUA, that is Test of Mathematics for University Admissions. And then obviously you have the LNAT if you're looking at law. This year was the last year for the Natural Sciences Admissions Test, NSAA, that our students have written. But in the coming year onwards, this has been replaced by ESAT, which is Engineering and Sciences Admissions Test. Right. So depending upon what is that you are majoring in, you would need to, there is a specific set of tests that you would need to write to be considered, and obviously perform well to be considered for Cambridge.
Absolutely. Now, once the tests are done, after crafting a compelling essay or a personal statement, I believe is one of the key components of the application. So, please share some insights how one can really make a compelling personal statement.
That's a very interesting question. It's all about putting in a very compelling narrative in the 4,000 characters, which is a limit for your UCAS personal statement. That is a stage 1.
Right.
After you apply through UCAS, you will need to also answer Cambridge-specific questions. There is a layered process for students coming in from different academic backgrounds. Right. So that is also something that one needs to factor in. Right. And putting in a compelling story is where most of our students struggle, very likely. But that is where we at Career Launcher come in the picture, wherein we help students discover what matters the most to them and what is that they would like to portray, and how does it dive in to what Cambridge expects in terms of a winning personal statement, which is obviously common to all the other schools that you have selected in UCAS. Right. So obviously a good deal of thinking and months and crafting and polishing of essays is also very critical when you're actually factoring in Cambridge.
So not much different when it comes to the application process for both the universities, let's say the Oxford and Cambridge?
Absolutely not. It's the same, but in an academic year, you could apply to only Oxford or Cambridge, and that could be one of your choices. And you will have additional choices amongst that make up the other 4.
Right.
because the maximum that you could apply specific to UCAS, until unless it is a non-clinical subject, would be 5.
Right.
If it's a clinical subject, it has to be 4. With one being a peripheral subject in biological sciences and the others being core programs in medicine.
Wonderful. Wow. Thank you so much, Rajat, for sharing your valuable insights. So that's a wrap up for today's episode. We know you want to know more about Oxford and Cambridge. So stay tuned for our next episodes where we'll dive into the life in both of these universities as a student. So stay tuned, keep dreaming big and aiming high.